Hey everyone! So today I'm gonna talk about and show you some choices that you have when it comes to brow products. I'm gonna go over each one individually and just briefly tell you what I like or don't like about each product and which ones I feel are the best in terms of making your brows look as perfect as possible. So let us begin with a very well-known product, Maybelline Define-A-Brow. This has a pencil on one side and a comb on the other side. It actually works quite well. The problem is that when you apply it, it breaks. And even if you're not applying an extreme amount of pressure, there's something about the formula that makes it tend to crumble and just break off. The other thing that I don't like about this is the comb is not very nice for blending. It's kind of uncomfortable when you bring this through your brows. It sort of scrapes the skin underneath and feels, unpleasant. But when this works, it actually looks quite nice. Next up is NYC Brow Pencil, and this is too hard. And it seems like it's very difficult to sharpen too. When you put it in your sharpener to sharpen it, big chunks of it fall off inside the sharpener and it makes a big mess. And it just, I don't know, I didn't find that it applied well, and the color on this is taupe, but this is way too dark to be taupe. Let's see if I can find it on here. 927A taupe. But that's pretty dark, I think, for taupe, but anyway, this was the closest color that I could find, but I don't really care for this at all. I mean, you get tons of product for your money and it's not expensive, but if it doesn't work well, what good is it, Next up is Maybelline Master Shape by iStudio. Looks like this. You get a pencil on one side and a brush on the other. This is too soft. When you go to apply it, it just kind of mushes into your eyebrows, for lack of a better word, and so it just ends up making a big mess, and I did not care for this. Next up is something that I just got the other day. This is, oops, wait a minute. Where is it? Here it is. I just got this the other day. This is by Rimmel, and it's their professional eyebrow pencil. And this is in the color Hazel. And it has a brush that's built into the handle. Now, I already had one very similar to this by Essence. Same type of design, but just slightly different color. You can see one is just, a different shade, but the design is the same. The pencil was very similar. These work pretty well, and they don't snap off. They're thick enough that they won't snap off, and you can sharpen them to a nice fine point, which makes it a lot easier to apply the products. So I think these work quite well. Next up is Prestige Brow Perfection, and this has a pencil on one side and a brush on the other. The brush is for, blending the product in. And this was my go-to pencil for quite a while, and it's just really simple and works well. The color is a nice match for me, so this was my favorite for a long time, so definitely thumbs up on that one. This one I got quite recently. It's by Milani. It's the Milani Easy Brow Automatic Pencil. It has a pencil on one side and a brush on the other. And this is a twist up, and it sharpens as you twist it up, so there's no need to sharpen it manually. When I first got this, I thought this was fantastic. Oh wow, the lighting really changed, huh? Wish the sun would make up its mind so that I know what to do in terms of my lighting here. But anyway, we're into it now. So anyways, yeah, this seemed like a great product when I first bought it. But then as I used it more and more, it lost the nice point that it had on it initially. And when I twisted up the product underneath, it almost looks like the pencil. I don't know if you can see that little black dot in the middle, but it's like hollow on the inside. So I don't know. But it's not going to work right if it's hollow on the inside like that. So I hope it's not the whole thing all the way down, but it doesn't matter because I probably won't use it that much because I do have things that I like more. So I would say that, you know, initially I thought this was great, but now I wouldn't repurchase it because of multiple problems. The next one I want to show you is the Revlon Color Stay Brow Enhancer. This has a tinted wax on one side, and this is in the color Blonde. So you get a tinted wax on one side, which is a pretty nice color for me. And then on the other side, you get this highlight pen thing, which really has nothing to do with filling in your brows. It's just a built-in highlighter that you can use, you know, underneath your brows if you wanted to. And at first, when I got this, I was crazy about it. I even bought a second one, even though I have not gone all the way through the first one, but that's how much I liked it. And it's a little bit too soft, I would say. You know, over time, after using it for quite a while, I realized that it was a little too soft to get the color exactly in where you wanted it to. Same problem that I had with the Maybelline Master Drama. Same issues. Now we move on to eyebrow kits. This one is by Essence, and what it is it's two powders and a brush. And, you know, this is basically just whichever one is closest to your brows. Mine, of course, would be the lighter of the two. And this actually works quite well, but I have an eyebrow kit that I think works even better, and that is the one by e.l.f. And this is from their studio line, so it's $3. And of all the brow products that I have, I feel like this one makes my eyebrows look the most perfect, and I am wearing it today. What you get is you get a tinted wax color, which is this one, and then you get this powder. Now, I feel like the idea behind it is you're supposed to fill in your brows with the tinted wax and then put the powder over it to sort of set it. I feel like when I put that white, off-white powder over it, it looks odd after that. It doesn't look as nice. So at first I used to use the setting powder all the time, but then I stopped using it because I felt like it looked a lot more natural if I didn't use it. And I think they thought that if you didn't set it with a powder, then if you touched your face or whatever throughout the day, touched your brows, then the color might come off or smear or... But I don't really touch my brows throughout the day, so it's not really a problem. And it has a little mirror in it, so you could do it on the go if you needed to. It comes with this little brush. One side has like this spiky brush, and then the other side has a larger brush. And the larger side is what you use to use the setting powder. The spiky brush is what you use for the tinted wax. Now, this is a great kit. It may be just a tiny little bit too light for me, so I may pick up the next color up. This is called Ash. The next one up is light, and then this medium and a dark. So I may pick up the light one just to see if it's a better match, but I don't know. I think this might be just good enough. It's hard to say really without, if I don't buy the light one, then I'll never know if it's an even better match for me than this one. The only downside I have to this, and it's no fault of the product, it's my fault, is this is quite time consuming. Because you have to keep dipping the brush in the tinted wax and very, very carefully doing the little brush strokes. And the more you do it, the more you kind of get into it and want it to look perfect. And you end up, instead of just filling in the parts that need filling in, you end up getting like carried away, filling in every little minor detail. The next thing you know, you've spent like 15-20 minutes filling in your brows. So it becomes quite a process, and if I could just get in there and do it and be done with it, that would be one thing, but I get a little carried away. But this is the winner in my opinion, and it's funny because 2 days in a row now I've raved about e.l.f. products, but of all the things I've tried, I really like this the best. The only category of brow products that I have not tried is there is a mousse type thing that comes in like a tube with a brush that it sort of looks like a mascara, but it's for your brows. It's a brow mousse. I've never tried one of those, and I don't know, so I don't know if they work or not, but at some point I would like to pick one up and try that, and maybe I'll do that, and I'll even do like a live demonstration so you can see whether it looks good or is it easy or hard to work with. If anybody's ever played around with one of those, let me know in the comment section. If you use one and you like it, you know, tell me what you think. So that is it for today. Those are my brow product choices, and whether I like them or not, the ups and downs. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.